Welcome to CIT 110. I am your instructor, Lisa Ballback, and I'm going to quickly kind of walk you through how we are using Canvas and what you need to complete for this first week of school. When you come in to the course, so when you log into Canvas, which is just nmc.instructure.com, you should see let me show you here. A bunch of course tiles in the dashboard, and then you'll pick our class. And these are the different commands that you will see on the left. And in the middle of the screen, you should be on the home page. The most recent announcement is going to be displayed right above the home page. And it only shows you a portion of that announcement, so you are going to have to click on it to see the whole thing. Okay, so you click on it, you can read through the announcement, and that should answer a lot of your questions. And then if you go back into home, what you'll notice right below the announcement is what I call quick links. These are links that take you to the announcements, to the live stream office hours or the live stream class. So this is a link to my live stream. And I also included a couple of our social media links just because we do post events and different activities there. And then I have a link to basically the Vital Source bookshelf, which is where you can access your ebook. You are automatically given an ebook through the bookstore. And so this link is the bookstore's link, and you're going to need to go in there and kind of activate your book. And you should have gotten an email from them that should walk you through that. But then after you activate it, you can use this little link to go directly there. And this link actually takes you outside of Canvas, so you can read the book outside of the Canvas interface. And so you kind of go into the bookshelf, and then it will show you what your ebooks are. This is the book for this class, and then you can click on it. And if you come in here, you've logged in and you don't see well, you should see your book if you've gone through this process of, registering and accessing. So as long as you use the same, username and password for accessing it, outside of Canvas, then you should be fine. Down at the bottom, I have links to different C# sites that students in the past have found useful. And then over on the right, these will be upcoming assignments. And you'll see how many points each one is worth along with the due date. So this is kind of your homepage. And then you're probably going to want to go into modules. And the first time you're coming into this class, obviously you are going to want to read the course syllabus and the college syllabus. So if you click on syllabus, okay, so this link is always available right at the top. It does have my live stream office hours, and you don't need appointments to go into these hours. You can just pop in and you can use that live stream link that is in the homepage. And if you go through here, it tells you, what book is required, the software that we're using, pretty much everything you want to know about the class is covered in the syllabus. So our learning outcomes, what you are going to know by the end of the semester, and then different ways that I'm going to, assess whether you have mastered that outcome or not. Uh, Probably what you're most interested in is grading. And so this is how our grades kind of are accumulated in this course. It's based on total points. And so you'll see, a lot of the course does involve lab assignments because you really can't learn how to program unless you write programs. So this is a very hands-on based course. So you can see 60% of your grade is based on those C# programming assignments. And then we have something that I call understanding checks. After we cover material from the lecture and the book, we have an understanding check. And this is basically just making sure that you picked up on the key concepts that were covered. So an understanding check uh, you can do it an unlimited number of times. It's not like a test. There's no time limit. You can do it an unlimited number of times. The types of questions that you will see in there are very similar to the question types that developer students see on the IT specialist certification exams, because I want you guys to get used to doing those different types of questions. So on those certification exams, you do not see vanilla true, false, multiple choice questions. There are some multiple choice, but you will never just see a true, false. Um, you will see multiple answer questions where you have to pick, 2 or 3 correct answers. You will see code completion, where you'll see little snippets of code and drop downs where you have to pick the correct commands. Um, there might be ordering questions where you have to move the code in the correct order. There might be matching questions, all sorts of different question types in these understanding checks. And you will see those same question types in the midterm and the final. Okay, so those are the tests. The midterm and the final in this class also have those same question types. You can take the midterm and the final a maximum of 3 times. And what is super cool in Canvas is that there is a feature that I've turned on in the tests that when you take the test a second time, it only shows you the questions that you missed. Okay, so, if there's like 50 questions on a test and you maybe missed, 6 or 7 of them, that's all you're going to see when you retake. Okay, so each retake attempt is just going to build on the previous attempt, which is a super cool feature. So the midterm and final, you can take each one a maximum of 3 times to improve your score. We also do have a final project in here. It is a coding project, and you will be sharing what you've coded with the class in something that I call a project showcase. And we will have a couple of those throughout the semester where one of them you are creating a game. So you're going to share your game with the class. That way you can kind of see what other people do with the same requirements. So I like to kind of set up requirements that you have to meet. But I like to give you guys a little more creative latitude so that you can create a program that you're interested in or something that you think is fun, and then you share it with others in the class. Okay, so I do that a lot for the discussion, and we do have, several discussion exercises in here. So sharing your code, your project is one of the things we do in discussion. Also, I have you do some research and share your research findings, that type of thing. A lot of times I do use discussion to meet some of these learning outcomes that I am required to cover. And one of them that we do in discussion is this one under civic learning. Identify how the quality of code affects our daily experience and interaction with technology. So to meet that outcome, we are doing a discussion post rather than a paper. So um, the discussion posts I do try to make fun, short, and they are always worth points. So make sure you do them. So that is pretty much how you get points in here. We have 1,000 points total. And you can see how that breaks down here into grades. So grade is based on percentage. 95 to 100% is a 4 point. 90 to 94% is a 3.5. 85 to 89% is a 3.0, and so on. And at the end of the semester, I do look for people that are close to the higher grade. So let's say you are a person who was sitting at 948 points. You missed a 4.0 by 2 points. In my class, I actually round up your score and I would give you the 4.0. And nobody is going to miss that higher grade, by 10 points or less. So I kind of look at that 10-point mark and round you up so that you can get into that higher grade category. All of the assignments have due dates. So this is one important thing that you need to remember is that there are due dates in this class. And turning things in on time is important because for the lab assignments, if you make a mistake and you have turned in the lab assignment on time, I let you fix the mistake and resubmit it. Okay. And you only get to do that if you turn it in on time. And if something happens in your life and you're going to be late with the assignment, you just reach out to me and let me know. I'll still give you full credit for the assignment. You just won't be able to resubmit. Okay. So that way it helps keep people on track and it rewards people for turning their work in on time. And then as far as seeing the due dates, I'm going to center click here on modules. This is one of the ways that you can see when things are due. So we have a lot of modules in this class. That's how Canvas organizes things. And right now, I just have lesson 1 opened, but by the end of the weekend, there'll be several more opened, and I kind of gradually open them up because I don't want to overwhelm anyone. And you'll see right next to the name of the module, I do have the dates that you should be working on that module. And if you open it up, you will see different activities. And if you see a date and points, that is an assignment, okay? And you need to get the assignment done by the date specified, and then you'll get those points. So as you can see, we do have a syllabus quiz. And the syllabus quiz is one that you can retake until you get all the points because I want you to know what's in the syllabus. It's kind of your contract with me, for what we're going to be doing in this class. Okay, so you will see the due dates and the points here. Another place that you will see them is in grades. If you go into grades, it's going to show you the assignments that are currently visible. Okay, so the assignments that I have hidden, you are not going to see. You're only going to see the visible ones. And then it shows you the due date and how many points they're worth. And once I correct these, you will see your score out of the total. And if you don't get all of the points, there's going to be like a little page here, and that will have my comments. Okay. And so you're going to need to click on that to see, what the problem was. And remember, you are allowed to fix the problem and resubmit to get full credit. Okay. The understanding check we already talked about, because you can just take this as many times as you want until you get all the points. Okay. And then the other exercises, we got the syllabus quiz. Um, there's a discussion forum where you introduce yourself. And then we've got installing Visual Studio. And PC users will install Visual Studio Community 2022. And people that are using a Mac are going to have to install C# on Visual Studio Code. And if you click on this, it does give you information on that. Okay, and so if you click on, the installing your IDE directions, there's directions for PC and Mac users. The way that you get points for this is you take a screenshot of your IDE. And for those of you who don't know how to do that, I have, references here and here. Okay, and then you'll just be uploading your screenshot. Okay, and so this is how you submit. Okay, so that's basically how you're going to see the due dates. The other way would be going into the Canvas calendar. And this full calendar view is not super useful. I think it's more useful to go by week, maybe. Let's see. Okay, so this is when everything is due. So, I mean, you can go day by day. Agenda may be the best one for you guys. As you complete these things, what you'll see if you go into agenda is they will be crossed out. Okay, and I'm guessing you have more than one class in Canvas, so you could be seeing several things here that are due. In this class, we have things due typically on Mondays. These industry night outs shouldn't be here. I deleted them, so you won't see them. But you will see everything that's listed under Monday, January 20th. And as I open up other modules, you will start to see more items display. Okay, so that is basically how you are going to access or see the assignments and the due dates. A typical week in this class is you'll open up the module. You will take a look at the overview. Okay, and this is just kind of a laundry list of what you need to do. And it looks super long week one, but a lot of this stuff is orientation activities that don't take very long. Okay, so most weeks it's not going to be nearly this long. Below this little written overview, you will see the video. I always do a video overview. And in the video, I normally will mention anything that students have found confusing or had problems with. I usually will give you guys a heads up so that that doesn't happen to you. Let's see. Here is NMC's bookstores, auto access on the ebook. I can see the bookstore manager just must have added that today. So, yes, when you guys get in here, come in and use this link to kind of register and access your book. And make sure you look at your NMC email because there will be an email about this from the bookstore, not from me. Um, so up here's our orientation activities. Then we get into the assignments. And so this is more of what you'll see in a typical week, this listing of assignments. And it's always going to start with reading. Then we'll have understanding check. Then you will see a lab assignment. And then you may see a discussion exercise. Or if it's the week we have the midterm or the final, you'll see links to those. At the bottom, I typically have resources for you. Um, they haven't notified me about campus tutoring, so I'm going to turn that one off. But when they decide on a schedule for on-campus tutoring, I will post that. So if you guys do need help and you can't attend my live stream hours, you'll be able to go in for tutoring. And then I usually have some additional resources on the topics that we have covered that week. Okay, so looking through here, I'm going to let you guys kind of read through the rest of the syllabus, and you're definitely going to want to do that um, because we have a quiz on that. At the very bottom, you will see an assignment schedule. And so this is what you are going to basically be doing every week. And it also shows you when spring break is, although most people know when that is. I thought I'd point that out. Um, but you can see when our weeks start and end. And this information, these headings will match up to the modules that you see in Canvas. So that's pretty much my overview. These other commands on the left here, the college syllabus is the same for all courses. So once you have read through that once, you do not need to read through it again. And the Smart Search actually lets you search within this course. So, if you are in the course modules and let's say, we're working on lesson 8 and you wanted to look something up and you can't remember what module it's in, you could go into the Smart Search and type the topic in. And so that is pretty much everything in Canvas. I do have live stream hours this coming Sunday. And feel free to stop in and say hi. Sunday is my longest live stream office hour stretch. And again, those office hours are right here in the syllabus. Okay, and so to get into the live stream hours, you go to Home and you hit the live stream button. Okay, and then that takes you to Zoom meetings. You can open Zoom and then I should see a notification and you should be able to, of course, I'll let you in, and then you can pop in and say hi. Okay, so I hope you guys have an awesome first week of school, and I am really looking forward to working with all of you.